Sonoma County has just declared a state of emergency because of the point fire that's burning in an area that's no stranger to devastating wildfires. Now, it's already burned about 1,200 acres near Lake Sonoma, including some structures. You can see from our helicopter that it is burning very close to some vineyards as well as we take a look at those images of airdrops earlier. Evacuation orders are in place northwest of Healdsburg and warnings in place just west of the city. The evacuation orders are in red. The warnings are in yellow on the map you see on your screen. Right now, the fire is only about 20% contained, but the biggest concern tonight remains to be the wind. Let's go to Wilson Walker, who is live in Sonoma County with the latest. Obviously, this state of emergency declaration, Wilson, is a big deal.
Yeah, and also in just the last hour, we heard officially from CAL FIRE that 2 residential structures have been lost in this fire. That's something I heard amongst neighbors talking about today, but there's confirmation that what sounds like 2 homes lost in a fire that took some people by surprise yesterday. We've talked about sort of the seasonal changes that we've watched in the last couple of years. This fire did spring up quickly yesterday. In fact, it grew in size really over the course of an hour or two, fed by the winds. We did not see winds like that today. Very good news up here. As you can see, sky clear behind me. Really not much smoke to talk of right now, but a big scare for a lot of people up in Dry Creek Valley.
Through our chief, Marshal Turberville, we've done so much preparation, and the firefighters coming up here felt pretty confident that they could hold the fire to Mountain View Ranch Road, and they did.
When the evacuation order came, Fred Peterson stayed behind to watch firefighters stop the flames just across the street from his house.
This is the fire line, but there's unburned between us and the fire.
So he spent the day doing his own patrolling along the fire line, keeping evacuated neighbors informed of what was going on, and even helping mark water sources in case they were needed by fire crews.
But yeah, it's gotten, sadly, too much part of the routine.
The fire is basically just right over this ridge. It came down off of Bradford Mountain.
Just down the hill from the fire break, Paul and John Hawley made it back to the family winery. With the power still out, they had no choice but to come back to get the generator on.
If the barrels get up to, say, 80 degrees, barnyard kinds of character. So it's real important to store the wine and keep it cool all the time.
That's a big thing, is to tie those lines together, strengthen them to reinforce, so we're building, mopping up inside with that control line.
CAL FIRE spent the day trying to get better containment around this fire, hitting hot spots that popped up along the valley. The first major fire up here in about 4 years now.
Well, so this is our biggest fire already since 2020 for the North Bay area. The last couple of years, we've had mild fire seasons.
Worth noting, the 2020 fire, the Walbridge fire, burned in almost the exact same area, threatening the very same homes and vineyards around the Dry Creek Valley.
Yeah, look, it looks like this fire came right along the burn scar of the last fire.
So after several years of relative calm in this area, fire has returned with a sudden reminder that 2 good rainy seasons do not eliminate the threat.
The gazebo, the pink sugar shack.
All right, bad news, confirmation that 2 homes have been lost. Good news, favorable weather today. Really not much to speak of in the way of wind. That's great for stopping the fire, air quality, etc. So a good day up here, but still just this kind of rapid and sudden start to the fire season, really in a couple parts of the Bay Area now. So we are underway.
All right, Wilson, obviously never good to hear people losing their homes. Thank you for keeping us posted on that. This is another angle of the fire right now. Wineries and businesses in this area are on pins and needles. The flames are very close to them, or close enough to cause concern. Coming up at 8 o'clock, our Jose Martinez will have more on how businesses are responding to this. So even if you don't live close to the fire, you may have smelled smoke. The Bay Area Air Quality Management issued a spare the air alert today because of the point fire. Now I'm here with Paul Hagan with more on how our winds may affect not just the air quality, but the firefight in Sonoma County. Anytime they hear about strong winds, they get skittish with this kind of a situation.
Right, and the good news is the immediate vicinity of that fire, the winds haven't been that strong today. As Wilson reported, the conditions are actually pretty favorable for the crews to try to boost those containment levels. We'll hope that's the case again tomorrow, but it is going to be kind of breezy in the afternoons. Let's take a look at first the wind. I'll bring the wind arrows onto our virtual map here, and it's been blowing from northwest to southeast, so blowing that wildfire smoke from the vicinity of the fire over towards the East Bay 24 hours ago. Now, the wind hasn't been as strong today, and it has not been delivering as much smoke across the rest of the Bay Area. It's still something we have to monitor, though, until the fire is essentially contained, until it stops producing smoke as well. Conditions around the fire, the winds only gusting up to about 10 miles an hour, so not too strong, again, in the immediate vicinity of the fire, but it's warm. Temperature is at 81 degrees at the Lake Sonoma recreation area, and the humidity only 21%. That's better than it was an hour ago when the temperature was 88 and the humidity was 16%, but it's going to take several more hours for the conditions to really improve. And hopefully overnight those fire crews can continue to work away, getting those containment levels boosted. The red flag warning expires at 8 o'clock. This is our fire weather tracker. So this is a map of all of the observation points in the higher elevations around the Bay Area and across the rest of California. Any place that's in red flag conditions, gusty winds and low humidity levels, that gets shaded in red. Anything that's close to red flag conditions is shaded in yellow. We have a lot of yellow on the map around the Bay Area, but only a couple of red circles in our immediate neck of the woods. And this map should look better and better hour by hour, especially as the sun goes down. Air quality has not been dreadful today, despite that spare the air alert. The current air quality map shows some yellow reports, moderate air quality in the immediate vicinity of the fire, and then some of that blowing down towards Angwin and St. Helena, but nothing into the unhealthy for sensitive groups range or flat out unhealthy. So not as bad as it could have been. We'll take a look ahead at the next several days with the air quality outlook. We're using Futurecast to track that wildfire smoke.